This video brings an urgent message that God specifically wants you to hear. He has been trying to show you that you're involved in something huge, but He's concerned you might not realize it. This isn't just another motivational video. It contains a revelation about your divine purpose that many people miss every day. God cares so deeply about your calling that He would be disappointed if you dismiss this critical message without understanding how significant your role really is. The revelation you're about to receive has been carefully arranged to reach you at this exact moment in your journey. There's a divine appointment happening right now as you watch. Don't scroll away, because what you're about to learn could change everything about how you see your purpose and place in God's plan. You're not here by accident. You're part of something much bigger than you've imagined. This isn't an ordinary spiritual message. It's a divine alert about your involvement in something massive that's happening right now. In the spiritual realm, God has been watching your journey with loving attention, noticing both your moments of purpose and your times of confusion about your calling. Missing this particular revelation could mean overlooking the significant role that's been prepared specifically for you. This message marks a limited time spiritual window that's opening in your life right now to step into something huge. God cares so deeply about your divine purpose that He would be genuinely concerned if you failed to recognize this opportunity. That's why this message found you today. Your attention to this video isn't by chance. It's a divinely orchestrated moment designed to help you see the massive movement you've been placed into but might have been walking right past. The something huge you're involved in is already in motion, and your participation is needed now. Every time you felt like you were meant for more has been noticed by heaven. Every moment when you sensed there was a greater purpose for your life has been acknowledged. All the times you've wondered if God had something special planned for you, yet felt ordinary anyway, have been honored by the divine. Your feelings of being meant for something bigger haven't gone unnoticed. Those moments when it seemed like others were living out their grand purposes, while you felt stuck in the mundane, God saw your longing. The times when your dreams felt too big for your current reality, yet you kept hoping anyway. That persistence was recognized in heaven. The courage it took to keep believing you were meant for something significant, when everything around you seemed ordinary, has been deeply valued. The questions you've carried about your true calling have all been acknowledged. Divine purposes aren't always obvious at first, and sometimes they require faith to recognize when God is revealing them. The something huge you're involved in appears in everyday moments, but is often overlooked because it seems too simple to be a divine calling. This huge purpose shows up in opportunities that seem to find you rather than you finding them, in doors that open when you weren't even knocking. It appears in the people who suddenly come into your life at just the right time, in the skills you've developed that seem perfectly suited for what's coming next. This something huge emerges in the favor you've been receiving, the connections being made, and the resources appearing when you need them most. This involvement is uniquely meaningful to your specific journey, something God has personally designed to fit your gifts and heart. It connects directly to the prayers you've been praying about your purpose and the dreams you've been carrying. God chose this particular revelation because it speaks to your spirit in a language only you would fully understand. The window to recognize your full involvement won't remain open forever, which is why this message is so urgent. When you recognize your involvement in this something huge, many confusing aspects of your journey will suddenly make perfect sense. Closed doors you've experienced, delays that seemed frustrating, and preparation seasons that felt endless will all connect in a beautiful moment of divine clarity. God has wonderful news for you today. Your life is shifting into alignment with something massive, and important transformations are happening within and around you now. The divine has captured something unique about your calling, and now you've been chosen to step into this huge purpose. This moment marks something significant in your spiritual journey. It's a clear indication that your preparation time is complete and your activation time has begun. Something incredibly meaningful is unfolding in your relationship with your divine purpose, far greater than you might have imagined possible. The recognition of your involvement begins a life awakening that will touch every area of your existence, from your daily activities to your relationships to your sense of eternal significance. There's a wave of heavenly attention surrounding your calling right now. You're becoming more spiritually attuned to divine opportunities, naturally drawing significant assignments into your daily experience. Recognizing your involvement in something huge brings a heightened awareness of God's favor in even the smallest details of your life. More spiritual insights about your purpose will begin flowing to you than ever before. This isn't happening by chance. It's a carefully arranged blessing designed specifically for the season of your activation. Your prayers for direction matter more than you realize. Your spiritual sensitivity inspires heaven to reveal greater purposes to you. Your willingness to be used makes a difference in the spiritual atmosphere around you. This divine recognition shows that God deeply values your heart to be part of something bigger than yourself. Each step you've taken, even when the path seemed unclear, has developed your capacity to handle the something huge you're now being invited into. God delights when you finally see the magnitude of what He's prepared for you. The timing of this revelation is no coincidence. It comes now because you're spiritually ready to handle your involvement in something huge. This precise moment has been divinely chosen because you've grown in faith and maturity to steward what's being entrusted to you. Your spiritual eyes are now open enough to see opportunities that might have been overwhelming to you before. Your heart has expanded through challenges. Your spiritual wisdom has deepened through experience. Your soul is now prepared to receive this divine assignment more clearly than ever before. All the difficulties you've faced and the questions you've wrestled with have been preparation for this revelation about your huge involvement. Nothing in your spiritual journey has been wasted. Every experience has shaped your ability to recognize divine opportunities when they appear. This particular something huge is connected to larger spiritual movements happening in the world right now. God is revealing similar purposes to those who are spiritually alert and ready to step into their calling. If you're feeling blessed by this divine revelation about your involvement in something huge, please consider sending a super thanks of $5, $10, $20, or more to support our channel's mission of sharing these important purpose-revealing messages. Your generosity helps these divine insights reach those who desperately need to discover their calling. When you give, you participate in the something huge that allows us to continue creating content that connects people with their divine purposes. In these critical times, as you begin to recognize your involvement in something huge, new spiritual awareness will naturally develop in your life. This clearer vision brings new responsibilities, not just to yourself, but to everyone God places in your path who might be missing their own huge purpose. Don't view these responsibilities as burdens, but as sacred opportunities to participate in God's work of awakening people to their callings. This revelation signals it's time to step into spiritual maturity and navigate this chapter with heavenly wisdom and purpose. Finding balance becomes essential during this spiritually charged time of activation. While celebrating this new divine awareness about your huge involvement, remember to nurture your practical faith through prayer, scripture, and community. These spiritual disciplines have shaped who you are and will continue to support you as you grow into this expanded role. God is inviting you to become more than just a receiver of purpose, but a person who helps others discover their huge involvement too. As you become sensitive to your involvement in something huge, think about how you can help others who are still missing their divine purposes. Your experience shows that God is constantly revealing callings, even when we fail to notice them. Heaven witnesses every moment of purpose awakening, every recognition of divine assignments. and every choice to step into something bigger. Your story of discovering your huge involvement brings hope to people feeling purposeless or wondering if God still has plans for them today. Your awareness becomes a light that helps others develop eyes to see what God is revealing about their own significance. This revelation about your huge involvement isn't meant to be a private blessing. It's an invitation to help others experience the same purpose clarity. God often works through those who have recently recognized their huge purposes to help awaken others who are still missing their divine assignments. Your newfound awareness serves as both personal blessing and ministry opportunity to help others find their calling. As you navigate this new level of spiritual sight about your huge involvement, stay consistently vigilant. God reminds you that while recognizing one divine purpose is wonderful, it's just the beginning of a lifetime of stepping into bigger and bigger assignments. Maintain the spiritual sensitivity that allowed you to see this huge opportunity in the first place. Guard against returning to small thinking or distraction that made you miss important divine invitations in the past. Let your spiritual awareness continue to flow from genuine faith and daily attention to God's expanding plans for your life. With this new ability to recognize huge purposes comes ongoing responsibility to remain receptive and responsive to even greater assignments. Use this gift wisely to discern true divine opportunities from false spiritual signals that would lead you off course. Embrace this journey with both humility and confidence, showing others that recognizing God's huge plans comes from staying connected to Him daily through prayer, worship, scripture, and obedient action when He reveals His will for your expanded purpose. Picture a future where you consistently operate in the huge purpose God has revealed to you. Imagine divine doors opening unexpectedly, spiritual appointments arriving precisely when needed, and your understanding of heavenly assignments expanding beyond anything you've experienced before. God stands with you, encouraging you to embrace this journey of huge involvement with complete trust and excitement. This is truly your moment to experience deeper divine connection through participating in His massive plans. This marks the beginning of a time when your spiritual impact, wisdom, and heart will be more aligned with heaven than ever before. Accept this calling with gratitude, and remember that you're surrounded by divine support on this journey of stepping into something huge. The path ahead holds countless opportunities to experience God's guidance through assignments that will become increasingly significant to your spiritually attuned eyes. What joy awaits as you learn to operate in the divine language of huge purposes. All around you, your involvement is just beginning to unfold. If this message has awakened something powerful in your spirit about your huge involvement, please consider blessing our channel with a super thanks of $5, $10, $20, or whatever amount feels right to you. Your support creates a beautiful spiritual exchange and allows us to continue sharing these divine revelations with those who need them most. Your generosity helps fund our mission to help others recognize the huge purposes God is revealing in these important times. If you're ready to step into your huge calling, type 999 in the comments below as your declaration of purpose awareness. The journey of stepping into your huge purpose continues beyond this revelation. As you move forward in new spiritual awareness about your divine involvement, stay grounded in scripture and prayer that keeps your discernment sharp and accurate. Every huge purpose you embrace could be the exact inspiration someone else has been waiting to see about their own calling. Your growing spiritual sensitivity serves as encouragement for others, wondering if God still has big plans for people today. Move forward with an attentive heart, a confident mind, and a responsive spirit ready to step fully into the huge thing you're involved in. Create opportunities for others to recognize their divine purposes. As you enjoy the fulfillment coming your way, the spiritual language of huge purposes has always been part of how God communicates with those who love Him by choosing to step into your calling. You join a tradition of faithful people who have learned to recognize His voice in everything around them.